You know I'm going to be late for work, don't you?
Damn it.
Well, what in heaven's name did you come this way for anyway?
Your 0845 is some hill section, Staff Road, over. You're cutting in on transmission, whoever that unit is.
Come on, come up this side. Get out of here.
Golf 1 in the vicinity, over. All units stand by.
Oh, it's like a bloody battlefield.
Yeah, so somebody thought it was the home straight at Burnside.
Got everything you need?
Yes, I've seen worse. We'll get it sorted.
Must be serious with the chief super out and about.
Why don't you go and play with your mates? Never mind about me. Do you know there's one thing I hate,
better
and
get
that's
up
being
there.
late for work? Why?
Well, it might need me.
Ted, I've got to get to work.
Anyway, I'm bursting for a slash.
Ted,
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Go. You're off with me, darling. So just take your time. Take your time. We don't want to hurt your lovely legs, do we?
Oh, yeah, cheeky young man.
Come on, then.
Come on, there you go. If you just go this way, she'll take your name and address. Alright, so.
Anything I can do to help? Anything you need?
No, it's all right. I think we've got it all under control. We're a day trip to South Ellison. It's a day trip. Hey, now then! Nitto, what do you think you're doing? Clear it off! Look, I'm not going to tell you again. Go and piss off. Smart you more.
Where's Sergeant Cryer?
I think he's round the back of that lorry, sir.
All right, keep up the good work, Smith.
Right, sir.
Yeah, just a second. So how many PCs do you want to go to the hospital with you?
One, that's all.
So in that case, you could take another 3 not badly injured out of the coach?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Sarge, do you want
just a second. Sir. Williams, here. Come here.
Don't worry about
you want to start your formal military?
Yeah, all right. We'll get hold of Muzzle to give you a hand, okay? Get hold of the lady, get hold of Frank, and then go with this gent to the hospital, will you, okay?
What situation?
Oh, it's a right mess, sir. The driver of the Porsche reckons his brakes went. I think he must have been having a burn-up with the motorcycle. Just as he was passing the coach, the driver flashed the lorry to come out of the site here, and that was that.
What's the problem with the girl in the car?
Well, the doctor thinks that she's got a spinal injury. He doesn't want to move her out of the seat, so he's going to cut her out.
What's the time, please? Just after 9. I always have a cup of tea up on his desk when he comes in for 9.
Who's that, your boss?
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Lester, is he all right?
Yeah. Yes, he's fine. He's just got a few cuts and bruises. Now, look, try and keep your head still, all right? Remember what the doctor said? There we are. You're nearly out now.
Okay.
Keep going.
How many dead?
6, sir. I'm hoping to use a school round the corner as a temporary mortuary. I've got Shaw round there arranging it at the moment.
The school, Bob? That's not on, surely.
Well, it's half term. There's no kids about.
I don't think it's a very good idea.
What's the only place available?
There'll be questions asked. There's bound to be. Carver, cover the gentleman up, will you? Only on ladies.
That's all right. Here's one.
92 from 878, receiving over.
Carver, just cover him up for Christ's sake, and then go and help the others. 9-2 receiving. Go ahead.
Got a bit of bugger at the school, Sarge. Getting the bodies in here.
All right, I'll go around and sort it out. Look, I'll drop by in the circumstances.
Would you be able to, sir? Because I'm very short on manpower.
Yes, of course. Tell Shaw I'm on my way, not to do anything till I get there.
Right. Nick, the chief super will be with you in a couple of minutes. Don't do anything until he gets there. Kathy, for Christ's sake, don't just stand there like a prick. Go and find Frank. I want you back at the Nick to run the incident room.
Sarge,
I don't know why I'm doing this, Sarge.
you moan like an old woman, Hollis. I don't know what's wrong with you.
But, Sarge, I'm supposed to be on night duties. 9 till 5. That's what the CMO said, anyway. Any strain on my back could retard any progress.
Haven't seen Ted Roach, have you, Sarge? No, Mike, sorry.
Last Galloway's doing his nut up there.
If you're caught smoking today, it's going to cost you £1 each time.
Oh, haven't you got anything better to do, Tom? Shouldn't you be out looking after that accident or something?
Duty sergeant's got to stay at the station. Besides, somebody's got to look after Hollis.
Yeah.
No, it isn't a good cause, though, Mike.
Yeah, well, I'll bear it in mind, Sarge.
Yeah, do that, eh?
Sarge? According to general orders, if I return any
Shut
progress
up,
to good
Hollis,
health,
will you?
I'll lose any compensation.
Oh, bloody accident, and bodies all over the place.
Those old ladies are marvellous, aren't they? No panic, nothing.
Yeah, well, they lived through the Blitz, didn't they? At least some of them did. Anyway, if I can do no more, mate.
Thanks a lot, Sergeant.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Linda, where are you going?
I'm going by tube.
Well, hang on a minute.
And, don't come home tonight smelling of booze. All right.
Well, you better have them off when I get home, then.
I've only had the Porsche about 4 weeks. If the brakes fail, the brakes fail. It's the least of your worries, Mr. Proctor. I want to explain what happened. We'll sort it out when we get to hospital. Come on, lads. Right, up.
Thank you, is okay?
Yeah, fine. I must apologise for my officers troubling you like this, Miss Potts, particularly during half-term.
To be quite honest, Mr. Brownlow, I don't approve of this at all. If the headmaster's given his authority, then that's his decision.
Yes, of course. Quite so.
And I have to say, I thought it was quite against official policy to allow this kind of use.
We wouldn't have asked you during term, believe me. I do need to clear the scene of that accident as quickly as possible. Get the injured to hospital, remove the wreckage,
I
and so on.
understand the problem, as long as we're not setting precedents or bending rules.
We're all public servants at a time like this, Miss Potts. We can't shirk our responsibilities.
No.
It's only a temporary measure, till we can find suitable mortuary space.
If I want to get in touch with you, Mr. Brownlow,
I shall be in here. I intend conducting the identification myself.
at least the headmaster will be pleased to hear about that.
You're very helpful, Miss Potts. Thank you. Sure. Get Sergeant Cryer on the air, will you?
Sir. 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. And halfway through. Keep going. Keep coming.
Yeah, it's all right, it's all right.
Yeah.
Try and keep your head still, all right, darling?
No,
Try
it's
and
my
keep
legs.
still. I know.
My legs, they're numb. I can't feel
All right, don't worry. We'll soon have you out. Now just try and keep very still, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good girl.
Mark, you got a minute? Yeah. Driver of the Porsche wasn't kidding. The brakes have gone.
What, a motor like that?
Are you receiving, over?
Yeah, 9-2 receiving. Go ahead.
Arrangements have been made for a temporary mortuary, Sarge, over.
Good. Stay where you are, Nick. I'll start making arrangements at this end. Over and out. Sorry, Johnny. What were you saying?
Someone has been messing about with that Porsche. It's not only the brakes.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, if I were you, I'd get it on a low loader, get it down to the nick and call in the stolen car squad.
What, a ringer?
Get this. Registration plate changed, and recently. Nuts, bolts, screws, it's all new. Tell you what, Bob, I'll arrange for a C-16 investigation if you like.
Right. Can you let Roy Galloway know as well?
Sure. He's a DI, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't want to be left out of things like this.
Bring Chris back.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Johnny.
Bye, Bob.
Bring it back.
Somebody take her head for me, please.
I'll take a hit. Take your time. Nice and easy, love. Nice and easy. Don't move.
Okay.
Now, let's get you sorted out first, shall we?
Take your time.
Get them cables, Jim.
Over.
Cheers, York. Cheers.
We're on the cable. We're on the cable.
Watch them barriers.
Watch your feet.
All right, love. You all right, love?
Come on in. Nearly there.
You all right, love?
You're nearly there.
Right, okay.
All right, let the ambulance boys take that, lads. Yorkie?
You're right. Keep the legs steady.
Right, I want you to go to the hospital and start taking statements from anyone who hasn't been seen yet, OK? And Jimmy, don't disappear. See if she's left anything in the cortina, and then get it towed away.
Shall
Right?
I go down to the hospital afterwards, Sarge?
Yeah, but I want you back at the Nick, so don't make a meal of it. And that applies to you and all, June. Come on.
Hey?
Now, when you've got her into the hospital and she's settled in, you know you're going to have to tell her, don't you?
You mean tell her husband's been killed? You don't have to do it, dear Sarge?
Ah, you'll be all right.
Cheers, Sarge. Cheers, lad. Okay, thanks a lot. Right. Thanks a lot.
Sorry I didn't get on with you, Viv.
How do you tell a mother her son's just been killed in a road accident?
You've got to come straight out with it, Viv. That's what you should have done. Wallet. That's the end of it.
I nearly didn't tell her. I started talking a load of old Fanny about something else, was.
It happens.
And when I did tell her, she acted as if it were a daily occurrence. She carried on polishing the table. Didn't know what to do. And she suddenly burst into tears and it all came out.
Anyway. Next one's down to me, OK? You stay in a motor.
Technically, it's aggravated burglary.
Chief Super won't wear that to keep his crime figures down, doesn't he?
Oh, it's some accident, I can tell you.
Does it fit in with the other residential screwings we've had this month? The losers have been on holiday.
Couldn't be helped.
Third time this week.
I'm sorry.
Where's Gio?
All right. I got held up in that accident, you know, honest.
If I can get here, so can you. If this happens again this week, you'll be posted to the Dream Factory. Now, while you're here, get moving. There's already 2 in the book.
Well, posting to the yard, eh, Ted? You know, I can't imagine you as one of the Commissioner's bank clerks.
Oh, why don't you wrap up?
Oh, look, it's the hairdresser shop, over there.
What's her name?
Mrs. Lockett.
She's the daughter.
Yeah, right.
All right.
OK? Pete, be a little diplomatic, please.
Well, I said to my Ronnie, not for the first time, I might add. Yeah, it's time that we had a holiday. We need a break. Can I help you?
Mrs. Lockett.
Yeah.
Have a word with you, please.
Yeah.
In private.
It's been an accident, hasn't there?
Yes. It's your mother.
She's all right, isn't she?
She's, in hospital.
That's serious.
I think you should come down.
Can I go?
Miss Lockett. She's not at the hospital. She's dead. Sorry.
Well, what do you think?
Well, it's a ringer, all right.
Yeah. Will I tell Bob Cryer?
Amongst other things, the letter on the vehicle identification plate, which denotes the year of this model, doesn't match up to the year the licence plates were issued. Bought it out the small ads, is that right?
Yep, evening paper about a month ago.
What's his name?
Proctor. Julian Proctor.
Yep. Well, I reckon it's made up out of 3 vehicles. Unfortunately for your Mr. Proctor, sir, it wasn't put together that well.
He's not my Mr. Proctor.
Yeah, well, Bob did say you'll be pleased to do the inquiries on it yourself.
I'll bet he did.
It's funny how these things turn up after a traffic accident, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually the way ringers come to light.
So, what happens now? How long's this all going to take?
Check with the manufacturers, their own records. Won't be easy to trace the other vehicles. I mean, a long-running model like this, most of the parts are interchangeable.
Right, look, you do what you got to do, and I'll send one of my lads down to the hospital to talk to Julian Proctor, see if I can trace where these bent motors are coming from.
Ah, Ted. Yeah, I'm on my way.
Forget that. I've got something else for you.
Is it your son, Mrs. Davis?
I don't know.
Mrs. Davis?
Where's Mrs. Green? 35 Hawkshot Road, is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
What's the telephone number?
Put it 226.
Don't start asking questions now, please. Just, can you find it for me? It's on the guarantee that Mr. Regan gave me for the Porsche.
Had a mate bought a ringer once. Had no idea. Running about in it for years.
Yes, that's it. It's in the drawer of my desk. She's gone to find it, Sergeant. I'm absolutely certain that the number and the address are on it.
It's not worth the paper it's written on. I once had
Do
a
you
mate.
mind?
I'm only trying to be helpful,
Yeah,
that's
well,
all.
just get on with what you're doing, will you? Let me get on with my job.
This ever happened.
Now, listen, how did you pay this, Mr. Regan? By cash or cheque?
For the Porsche? Well, it's £10,000 by cheque, of course.
£10,000 out of an evening newspaper? You must be out of your brain.
Quick sale. Owner going abroad. That's what they usually say.
It's a telephone number I had to ring between 7 and 8. Well, I rang and Mr. Regan brought the car out of the house. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Would you like to take this down?
Yes, sure.
47 Lower Pool Street.
47
Lower Pool Street.
Sister, I'm sorry to bother you. Is there anybody here who does sign language?
No, officer, sorry. I'll see you shortly.
Watch my lips, all right? I'll find somebody for you soon.
It's not me, love, it's her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, is there anybody here who can do sign language?
I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you. Are there any relatives or friends you'd like me to inform? If they're on the phone, I could ring them up and have them here in no time. It's no trouble.
He's not my husband.
But I thought...
Lester. Mr. Simpson. He's the only man that ever mattered in my life. We loved each other so much.
Is there a Mrs. Simpson?
No, she mustn't know about us, please.
Planned roll as well. You finished now, Alan? Well, I've done all I can.
Sorry.
Oh, cheers. The council sent down a team to clear up the streets. That's taken care of.
So it's down to the nitty-gritty now, then, is it?
I've still got the post-mortem, all those bloody statements to get. Has the chief super phoned in?
Yeah, about 10 minutes ago. All the bodies have been...
Information centre, can I help you?
We love all that, will that Jam Rolly
Well, he's here, you can tell him yourself. Sarge?
Yeah, Roy. Who is it?
Yorkie Smith. What's the word?
What about the Porsche? Any luck yet?
Roger's following up a lead now. Avoiding me, I think. Yeah, and listen, no more today, Bob. I'm up to it, all right?
All right. Yorkie, what's your problem?
Mrs. Simpson isn't Mrs. Simpson. The girl we pulled out of the Cortina was Simpson's girlfriend, Sarge. And his wife knows nothing about it.
You're kidding.
No, he picks up on his way to work every morning. They've been having an affair for about 18 months now. I'm not sure how to handle this one, Sarge.
Oh, you do complicate things, Yorkie. Honestly, you do. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hand you back to one of my efficient office staff, all right? And they'll find out who the real Mrs. Simpson is for you. And as soon as you finish there, come on back with the rest of the lads in the van, all right? Hold on. And tell him if Proctor's fit enough to walk to bring him back with him, all right? OK, go ahead.
She doesn't give a rush. She will get her cards at the end of the day. Go on.
Is this 47 Lower Pool Street, Rotherhithe?
Who are you? A rep?
What a place to find a nightclub.
Listen, mister, I don't know who you are, but I don't see reps till late afternoon, so piss off.
Oh, you'll see this one. I represent the Metropolitan Police.
Oh, you should have said. Why didn't you say?
I just did. Roach. Sergeant Roach.
Take a seat. Sit down. Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, sure. I didn't quite catch your name.
Harold. Harold Kay. What do you think of the place?
Very nice. Who's Mr. Regan?
You take sugar. I don't touch it myself. I've got such a weight problem, you wouldn't believe.
Regan.
Oh, Regan, yeah. He took one of the short-let offices above the club. Really nice guy. He left about a fortnight ago. He only had it a month. I got some Yorkshire geezer in there now. I can't understand a bloody word he's talking about.
What business was he in?
Toilet rolls?
In the cupboard under the stairs. Where the hell do you think they're going to be? Do you know she's got 5 CSEs, that girl? You wouldn't believe it, would you?
Regan. What business was he in?
Imports and exports.
Like what?
Sports cars. Oh, no, come on now. The guy was straight. I mean, would I buy a motor off a geezer if it wasn't kosher? I mean, would I? Ain't she the business or ain't she the business?
Yeah, it's a crumpet puller, all right.
I mean, this is some motor, I can tell you.
You a gambling man, Mr. Kay?
Am I a gambling man? You are looking at the biggest punter of all times. Why?
I bet you that somewhere out there there's a Ferrari, the same model, same colour, same license plates. The problem is, who's got the straight one?
A ringer? We can't be.
And the plates from this are from a write-off. Whichever way you look at it, mate, you've got yourself a bent motor.
Oh, you're guessing? I mean, Mr. Regan wouldn't do that to me.
You prepared to bet on it?
Come on, this is a routine inquiry.
I don't want another morning like that, ever again.
Wish I had the first 4 hours off. My wrists are aching like hell from waving all that traffic about.
Yeah, well, you know what you should give up then, don't you, Abe?
When was the last time you ever did traffic duty then, eh?
Ignore him.
Oh, Taff, did you get a reply from that home for the deaf and dumb?
Yeah, she can't read or write either. Been like it since a kid, apparently.
Oh, thank God we found somebody she could communicate with.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Mind
forget
my
it.
tea, all right?
You're smoking your weed, man.
Getting on better.
Yeah, what?
My tower of strength this morning, eh?
Heard that Porter's a ringer, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, I reckon any geezer who can afford a motor like
Gotcha.
that.
Come on. Hands in your pockets, you morons.
I haven't lit
What are
it,
you
all
talking
right?
about, Sarge?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Sarge?
It's a smoking day.
It doesn't count. Not
Yeah,
lit.
come on.
Listen,
Yeah, you can finish it if you pay the money. Come on, 50 people.
You can't possibly hold me responsible for those deaths.
All the witnesses interviewed so far, Mr. Proctor, state more or less the same thing. The accident would not have occurred if you hadn't been going so ridiculously fast. Now, the facts will be reported. Therefore, I must caution you that you are likely to be charged with causing death by one of the following offences: reckless, careless, or dangerous driving. Fortunately, I don't have to make that decision. It's not in my hands.
On the bloody paintwork. What's the matter with you? Please, tell me it was a mistake.
He owes money everywhere.
I mean, even experts make mistakes.
No wonder he didn't come back and collect his mail. No forwarding address?
No. What a bastard. Well, go on. Tell me the worst.
Well, I'll have to do some more checking, get someone else to look at it.
So you want a second opinion? What's it got, a liver complaint?
Hey, just wrap up for a minute and listen. What do you think?
Well, I'm 90% sure you got yourself a ringer, Mr. Kay.
Then what am I going to do?
Let's go up to my office, see if we can salvage anything out of this mess.
And listen, be gentle with her, will you?
Yes. Yes, I've got all the information that I need from this, babe. If I need to come back to you, I'll ring you this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I'll
well,
fully
thanks for trying
understand.
anyway.
OK, then.
Cheers,
Thanks
yeah.
very
Bye.
much. Goodbye.
This job is driving me up the wall.
Our Mrs. Simpson isn't at home.
I'll be glad to get back onto the beat.
Now, look, she can either have gone to Milton Keynes shopping for the day or to her sisters in Margate.
Anything's better than shifting paper.
Hey, now then, you'll never guess who they've just brought in.
Hey, TC.
What are you trying to do? Give us heart failure, Yorkie.
What's the matter with you lot?
Don't ever come in here like that.
Cheers, mate.
Go on, then. Ames, that.
Roger Ames?
Yeah, poisoned all for Tower Hamlets.
Yeah, we're only down to hospital licking old Biddy's handbags. Here,
He's a vicious little bastard. You want to keep an eye on him, Yorkie?
Oh, no, that. They've had to cuff him.
I suppose she could have gone away for the weekend, depending on which neighbour you believe. Robin, you're not paying attention. Now, look, how are we going to get hold of Mrs. Simpson?
Mrs. Simpson? Which one's she?
She's only the one that's just become a widow, yeah?
Just have to give him a little...
Got a Ferrari downstairs. I think it's a ring. I want C10 to come down and sort it out, OK?
All I need to know, Gov, is whether Ferrari's staying here or going to Chalk Farm.
I've had another idea. Why don't I keep hold of the motor and you can have it back whenever you want?
Out of the question. I don't know what's happening yet. Book it in for now, all right?
Right, Gov.
We'll have to apply to the court, mate. They'll make the decision as to ownership, all right?
But that could take years.
Well, if it's any consolation, Mr. Kay, you've got a very good case.
Oh, thanks. You put my mind at rest.
Yeah, have a look at this. He's only done the bank as well. 10 grand overdraft.
Very good.
What do you mean, very good?
Well, we got a bit of help now.
The banks don't like being done either.
Oh, I see. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
You got it. Hello, Dave. It's Roy Galloway.
Hello, Roy. How's tricks?
Not so bad. Listen, I need a favour, urgent.
Yeah?
Name of Regan, account number 378273714. You got that?
Yeah. Branch.
King's Cross.
How urgent?
About 2-ish in the drunken sailor around the back of the neck?
Ooh, that urgent.
Afraid so.
OK, mate. See you there.
Cheers, Dave.
Bye.
Who's Dave?
Collins used to be a DS in a robbery squad.
Oh, that's marvellous, isn't it? From robbery squad to security. Listen, when you see him, ask him if he wants to buy my car, will you?
You're nicked. That's a quid for charity.
Sorry. What's he doing? What's going on? This is like a bloody nightmare.
Just never gets any easier doing that, Joe. You have to do it a couple of times.
What's the matter with Cryer's mob, then?
It's not every day you drag 6 dead uns off the street, is it? Where's Dave Collins? That's what I want to know. That stripper's got to be wondering what to do next to pull the punters.
Yeah, I could give you a couple of ideas. I've got a pair of Wellingtons with the tops turned on. I bet that'd get her going.
Couldn't raise your little finger, Roach.
June, just look at Hollis's face. Plonker he is. Oh, come on, Viv, let's drink it. I've seen enough bodies for one day. Me too. Don't use that as an handkerchief, Hollis. Your nose will fall off.
Here we get a bloke down here next week.
Hello, girls.
Dave, how are ya?
Just in time for the stripper.
Yeah. Come on, I didn't think you were that desperate.
Is that Dave Collins? Doesn't change. Goes straight for the birds.
Well, you know me, Viv. Business before pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, is Roy Galloway around?
Yeah, over there.
I'll be in touch.
All right, see you soon.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Hello, Sarge. How are you? Listen, I'll catch you later. Hello, Roy.
You don't take Roach, thank you.
Yeah, how you doing, mate?
This is Mike Dashwood.
Hello, Mike.
All right, mate. Drink?
Yeah, gin and tonic, thanks.
When you're ready.
What you got for us, then?
Oh, not a lot. Other than 150 grand went through Regan's account in 2 months. And he caught us for a 10 grand overdraft.
Suppose the bank are going to write their little loss off with a stroke of a pen.
Yeah, what's 10 grand between friends, eh?
Yeah, well, it's early days yet.
What about Regan's references for a bank account? Did you check them?
Oh, give me a chance.
He'll be
yeah?
as moody as the name Regan, I can tell you that for nothing.
Yes, well, before I start divulging confidential information, what's your interest? Nothing for nothing, if you know what I mean.
Ringers.
Motors?
Porsches, Ferraris, that kind of gear.
Then he's using other names besides Regan. You can only play that kind of game for a short time before you get tumbled.
What do you want then?
A gin and tonic.
With ice and lemon. You were saying?
Take a look at this.
H. Wilshire, Turbury Crescent. What's all this about?
Regan wrote out a cheque to that man for £200. It's the only cheque he wrote out to anyone other than for cash.
Do we know anything about this, Mr. Wilshire?
Nothing. I should think Wiltshire was trying to avoid paying VAT. The cheque went through somebody else's account. Conveniently, he put his address on the back.
Ted?
One gin and tonic.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Mr. Wilshire. Police, can I have a few words with you, mate? So how did Regan first approach you then, Mr. Wilshire?
Come in the door, same as you. Said he wanted a couple of sturdy wooden crates. Cash job.
Yeah. Didn't say what he wanted them for by any chance, did he?
Second-hand motor spares to send abroad. Well, it's not my sort of work, really, you know. Making up bloody big crates. There's no skill in it, you see. Still, you got to earn a living.
Motor vehicle spares, eh?
That's what he said.
How big?
The crates?
Yeah.
They're big. He gave me some measurements. I still must have them in here somewhere.
What about the cheque?
Well, he wanted to pay cash, but I charged him well over the odds. Took his breath away from me.
So what happened?
Well, he didn't have enough readies on him, and I wasn't going to let him have the crates till I got paid.
So forcing him into writing a cheque, right?
Yeah, we settled for half and half. Half cash, half cheque. He wasn't too pleased about it.
I bet he wasn't. Listen, you didn't by any chance have to deliver him somewhere, did you?
No, we took him away on the back of a lorry. Galley Sidwick car breakers.
What?
Galley Sidwick car breakers. Yeah, that was the name on the side of the lorry. Well, his cheque might have bounced.
Nice one. Gov, listen, I think we struck lucky. This car breakers has got to be the place.
Great. Look, find out a little more, Ted. Do a bit of research. If it still looks good, get a brief. We'll spin it tomorrow, all right? OK. Cheers.
Oh, that Linda mine, she's a funny girl. She didn't have given me some stick yesterday morning, you know. You'd swear it was my fault she was late for work.
Should have heard something from Mike by now.
And yet last night she was a totally different girl. You can never tell with women, can you, eh? Bottle of vino, touch of the old Julio Iglesias. She gets all romantic, wants me to make love to her over the table. Very embarrassing. Can't use that restaurant again.
Ow, it's as old as you are, Roach. Come on, Mike. I want you to do a recce.
From Sierra Oscar, receiving over?
Receiving Sierra Oscar, go ahead.
Sarge, the plan to arrive at the scene of yesterday's accident. Do you want me to send him down there, over?
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, still can't get hold of Mrs. Simpson. We've left messages everywhere. Over. We'll keep trying. Over and out.
That accident will keep Bob going for months.
Yeah, well, he loves all that, doesn't he? Hello, here we go. We're in business, Gov. Sierra Oscar 4, Sierra Oscar 9-2, are you receiving?
Over. 9-2 receiving, loud and clear.
Sierra Oscar 4, loud and clear. All other units on this operation, let's go. Governor about, mate?
In here.
Cheers. You stay there. Carry on what you're doing.
Morning, gentlemen.
What's this all about? Who are you?
It's the law, ain't it? You. Outside!
Is it all right if I finish my hand?
Out! Where's your brief? Show these gentlemen the warrant, then spin the place.
Bob, what the bloody hell is going on?
Detective Sergeant Burnside, what are you doing?
Don't talk to him, Bob. Come here. Wait, Governor. You know what you just done? You big bastard!
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you. You've just busted in on my job.
On my manor.
Governor, there is a big ringing firm operating out of this yard. Stolen motors to the continent. I have been working on it for months.
Doing what?
Posing as a buyer. Is it all right if I turn round now? This morning, I have been arranging to have a motor crated up and shipped out to my villa in Marbella.
Do what?
Yeah, that's what this is all about.
Who are you dealing with?
A fella called Regan. It's old man Galley's son, Mark.
Regan is Mark Galley, the rally driver?
That's how he's been financing his rallying.
Where is he?
Somewhere round the other side of those arches, crating up my motor for me. That is, if you lot haven't frightened him off with all this commotion.
Ted, Bob, come with me on the double. Quick! You stay there.
Thanks. You are a silly man.
Farmer? Other side.
June? June? You all right? Can you hear me? Well, no, lay still for a minute. Lay still for a minute.
It's all right, I'm all
No,
right.
just lay still for a minute.
Steady cover!
All right, Pete, that's enough.
Go on, then you kill yourself, yeah? Well, go on then, Mike.
All due respect, Gov. Get stuffed.
Boswell! Get in, Regan! Get out the way!
Hey, Chris, hey, get out of the car!
Come on, pull him out. Pull him. Where's your hurt, mate?
My leg. Your leg, eh? You bastard. 6 people have died because of your iffy motors, Regan. If I had my way, you'd be number 7.
Yeah, all right, Ted, all right. Come on.
I'll tell you something, if you hadn't pulled me off, I'd have throttled that bastard.
Yeah. Well, we're lucky we all didn't end up in hospital.
Why don't you sit down, Bob? Take the weight off your legs.
Yeah, why not? Mind you, better than having your eyebrows set alight, I suppose.
That Burnside isn't satisfied with creeping onto the manor and pulling strokes behind my back. He's now trying to pull a trumpet.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of Viking in it, rape and pillage and all that. They were all at it, you know. It's got a longboat moored up the River Lee.
You know what he needs? A longboat right up his arse.
That's a bit of a nasty lump you got on the side of your bunce, love.
Go away, Burnside. I've had enough for one day.
You're just feeling a little bit touchy. Get a few more of those down you, you'll be all right.
All right for what?
How do you fancy a trip to paradise?
Why don't you get on with some work, Hollis?
I wish I could do exercises like that. You must be very fit.
Oh, sorry, madam, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you?
I have to see Sergeant Cry. He left this note through my letterbox. My name's Mrs. Simpson.
Oh, yes, we've been looking for you since yesterday. Just a minute. Viv?
Yeah.
Sergeant Cry, do you know where he is?
Parade room, information centre. I can't ring through at the moment. Both lines are engaged.
I'll tell you what, madam, I'll take you through myself.
Oh.
Do you want to come through?
Thank you.
Mind yourself. Sorry. All right.
How much profit you make from your no smoking day, sir?
£12 bloody 50. There's some tight bastards in this, Nick.
Yeah, well, you should have tried the toilet. Somebody's been smoking in there. A pipe.
I do that?
Eat it! Eat it!
I don't know why we're having this piss up. I'm in no mood for it.
You speak for yourself, mate.
You've had too much to drink, Ted.
You know, I reckon after the day I'm a pretty good candidate for the robbery squad, actually.
What, all that glamour, booze, loose women, it'll do you no good.
Oh, hey, they wouldn't consider uniform sergeants.
We got more than enough villains on this ground. We don't need to go chasing all over the Met looking for them.
Yes, and with a bit more cooperation like today, we would nick some of them, Robert.
Bomb, bomb!
Indeed, we would.
Sergeant.
Which one?
Sergeant Cryer.
Go on.
Back
on the beat. Back on the beat.
Sergeant Cryer, madam.
I'm sorry to bother you. You put a note through my letterbox. Mrs. Simpson.
Oh, yes.
I went to a friend's yesterday and stayed the night. I didn't get back until
No,
today.
that's all right, love. That's all right.
I'm not taking you away from anything. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
No, it's okay. Hollis, will you take Mrs. Simpson through to the charge room? I'll be right with you, honey.
Would you like to
Don't turn around while I'm watching.
All right, Bob,
You should have brought her in. Hey, been on the side.
Oh, good boy.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Getting a tie on as well. You take your bag. I don't know why he's put
Hey, look. Burnside's trying to chat Duke up again.
You got more chance with Ollis.
Maybe that's how he got his bad bike.
Yeah, I thought Ben Copper was somebody who put me in a few, Bob.